So I'm doing it. I'm doing a book haul. Hello. So yeah, books. The first two I got. This is a book haul. Before I go any further, this is not really a traditional book haul. This is more just the last few months of books that I've sort of picked up and have yet to review, or I've read before but not read recently. So this is probably over the last few months. I don't tend to buy a lot of books in that way. So here we go. Both Secret Circle books by L.J. Smith. Very good. I love L.J. Smith. These are a real flashback to my childhood. Well, teen years. I had the original versions of these three books. Yes, there's three. Between these two volumes, there's three books. Yeah. The Last Vampire by Christopher Pike. Again, this is a flashback to when I was like 13, 14. So why not? I had the original versions of these. I'm probably got them somewhere or another. When God Was a Rabbit. I've heard so many good things about this in an online book group that Bad Lighting, Shiny Cover, that I'm a member of, read this, and I didn't get a chance to read it back then. This is a library copy. Most of these books are second-hand or pound shop purchases. I've heard many good things, and it really looks like a good book. 30p in my library, by the way. The American Dream Machine. This, again, is a book I've heard a lot of good things about. This was Poundland, ironically enough. Yay! Literally, this was an impulse purchase, and it said on the back, I looked up some reviews on Goodreads, it said it's very similar to Great Gatsby and F. Scott Fitzgerald, so why not? It looked interesting, and I read the first sort of chapter and a half, and it's actually very good, so I will be reading that. Lovers and Losers. Again, a book I've heard good things about. I've read this before, but this is the first time I've ever owned it. I borrowed it off a friend. I'm going to be rereading it and doing a review of it. Really great little book about a former 80s pop star who was in a band. He ends up having to go on to a sort of Big Brother type show with his former bandmate. Breach of Trust. I don't know anything about this, but it was gifted to me, so I'm going to see if I like it. It's a crime thriller. I don't normally read crime thrillers, so who knows. And finally, I've read the first book, Paper Aeroplanes, but Goose by Dorno Porter. Better lighting. There we go. I've read the first book. I really like the writing. I'm a big fan of Dorno Porter, so again, charity shop purchase. A really good little pickup. I've breezed through half of this book, but I will read it properly at some point. I'm very anti-book hauls in the sense of they all seem to be like, oh, look what I got. So I've intentionally chosen books I've picked up second-hand or were gifted. I don't tend to buy books new. I don't tend to buy a lot of books new, I should say. So these are all Poundland, Pound Bookshop, library sales, charity shops. So if you see any book hauls from me, very rarely they will be new books. So, yay. So that was my first bookish, haul-ish type video. There we go.